What's up guys, Tim Little. Welcome back to Tactical Bassin. Today's video, we are doing some pond fishing. My buddy John got us access to this pond up here on this ranch. So never been here before, but it looks amazing. So as you can see, the shoreline is a little overgrown, so we're gonna have to kind of find our spots to get access to the water and fish. But I brought a topwater, frog, plopper, fluke, gonna go through a bunch of different pond baits to see if we can catch them. So come along as we explore a new pond. All right guys, I think I'm gonna start off with the old Whopper Plopper on straight braid. Again, like I said, it's gonna be a little difficult to get to the actual shoreline, but it's all in the fun of pond fishing, right? All right, first cast. So I'm starting over here because it's on the dam. I'm actually standing on the spillway. Typically that's the the deepest part of the pond, especially when you look at the topography of the land around you. So it is fall. We're having these cooler nights, so these smaller bodies of water are more affected or quickly affected by those lower temperatures. So water temps start dropping. The most stable part of the entire pond is going to be the deeper water. So we'll start here and then we'll go exploring. The three rods that I brought with me: the Whopper Plopper, brought a frog, and brought a Texas rig set up. That way I can fish through some of this grass. But let's try the frog. Missed it. All right, switched out to that new Spro flapping frog. These things are really cool. Got almost like that Elastec style feet on it, but that first fish missed that frog, so I wanted something that I could go a little bit slower and have those feet kicking on this grass versus that bully wall where you'd have to walk it. See if this pans out. Come here. Come here. All right. First one. Eat that frog. I don't even know if you guys can see the water from here because the grass is so high on the shoreline. But sucked it down. Come here, dude. See how I'm gonna get this thing back in the water. All right, bud. Ew. So much fun when they eat the topwater. Try and get in a little closer for you guys. Just not trying to get tick bit or snake bit. Know what I mean? Got it. Yeah, in the middle of that Whopper Plopper, I saw some disturbance out there. Come here, dude. Thanks, bud. Hit the old Whopper Plopper. Come. Thank you, bud. So this pond has very little access to the shoreline. You can see all over here. Really, I don't know, 5 or 6 foot tall cattails and grasses and stuff. So you got to really pick your spots. Here we got a nice little area down here. Kind of smash down the grass, make sure there's no snakes, and give yourself some casting room. But you can see out here, I can fish all of this with the plopper and not have to worry about trying to figure out how to get the fish up to shore once I catch them. Because it's all well and good if you launch a cast from that stuff over there, but as soon as you catch like a 4 or 5 pounder and you have to get that fish up through all that stuff, it's can be a process. So picking your spots wisely. You know, we started off over there at the dam. That's the dam over there. I don't know if you guys can see, that's my buddy John and Cheryl over there, the owner. But out here, I got a nice, probably, I don't know, 40-yard spot that I can effectively fish this whole area with the topwater. So picking your spots is key, and not only about casting, but about how you're going to get the fish to you once you hook them. Oh, missed them. Got him. All right, bud. Sorry. Fun on topwater. You never know what you're going to catch size-wise in these ponds. Or what you're going to catch. Many years ago, we did a video with the craziest thing you ever caught. I've caught two beavers, but one time I was throwing a frog in a pond and had the most epic blow up ever, and it was like a 30-pound beaver on a frog. No joke. All right. Look how tall this stuff is. There's no way I'm going through that. You're gonna need like a brush hog tractor to mow that stuff down. Spot looks good. Should get bit one way or another, either on top water or in my leg. Got him. A better one. Oh no. Dang it. Got him. Come here, dude. A smaller one. Oh, he got it. He got that frog. Thanks, bud. All right, that was 2 in a row. Bummed that I lost the, that was the, oh, gotta love braid where you set the hook. That was the, not that last fish, but the one that I lost right here in the grass was the nicest fish of the day. It could have been, I don't know, it could have been 4 pounds, but get that out of here. But seems to be a little more activity over here. I wish I could go fish that other side over there. I don't know if you can see through this tree or whatever, but maybe over here, right there. But see up on the hill, it's nice and groomed right there, but then you have to go through like, looks like blackberry bushes or some kind of big bush to even get out to the water. So I got to fish it from over here. Fish don't seem to mind though. Bluegill just hit my line. Go, I'm gonna dial one right back over here. It's gonna be hard for you guys to see. I mean, this grass has got to be, the ground's right, I mean, you can't even see. The ground's probably another 4 feet down there. And then the grass is probably 3 feet over my head. So it's got to be 10 feet tall. Let's see if we'll get one through this grass. So that's the beauty of being able to power fish with straight braid and a frog. When you hook them, you can just get them through all this stuff. Make a few casts here. So I chose this bait over like a horny toad because a horny toad sinks. This guy right here floats if I stop it. So you can see that across this narrow pour in the pond is only probably 30 yards or so. So I can stop this thing and let it sit there right near the grass line, where on a horny toad or something like that, that style of frog, it would sink, and I don't want that. And then a walking frog would be really good if I had more room around me to be able to actually work the rod and work the frog. But as you can see, I mean, I got this guy right here and that tree right there, so it's really hard to have a lot of rod movement to work that frog the way it needs to be worked. So this dude right here, I can cover a lot of water. It's like a weedless Whopper Plopper. Obviously, I've caught fish today on a Whopper Plopper, but when you get into this type of grass or you're this far away from shore, I'm probably, I don't know, 10 or 12 feet away from shore. Even if you hook a fish, you have all those dangling treble hooks to hook up on everything else as you're trying to get that fish in. So it could be a pain in the butt. So that's why I went with this guy right here. This is that Spro flapping frog. Cover a lot of water. It's a weedless Whopper Plopper. Fish seem to be eating it. I don't have to worry about, got him, there we go. I don't have to worry about getting the hooks when I bring them up through this grass. Come on, come on. Gotta watch where I'm walking. Don't want to lose this one. Come here. Oh. Got him. You can see what I mean about, I never would have got that fish up to me. Thanks, bud. Big old head on you. Up to me with all the Whopper Plopper hooks hooking up on everything. All we need to do is just pop this back through. We're good to go. like new. Pretty cool. Go. Come on out. Come on out. Go. Another nice one. Got that frog. Thanks, bud. Typically when I'm pond fishing, I don't bring you know, some of my nicest gear with me, obviously for reasons of breaking rods and that sort of stuff, but oh, got him. Hopefully you guys could see that. He waked towards that bait, just smashed it. Thanks, dude. Just getting this frog hook. Look at that. But what I was saying is, I typically don't bring my high-end gear with me pond fishing because, you know, chances of leaving stuff, losing stuff, breaking stuff. But you guys know how much I love this setup. This is that X-Pride 7.3 Extra Heavy. It's my favorite frog rod of all time. And then pair that up with that Metanium. That Metanium is so special. You know, I throw a lot of different reels, but that Metanium can cast a mile. And coming to a place like this I'd never been to, I knew that I might have limited access. So I needed a reel that I could just make bomber casts with, even with a light setup like this, light frog. And it's paying dividends right now because I'm able to reach the other side of the pond from this side and catching all the fish out there. So I did bring a couple higher end setups just because I knew I needed that cast ability to reach these fish. Real quick, I want to say thanks to my buddy John for getting access, and Cheryl, the owner, for letting us come out and play today. Absolutely amazing. So thank you if you guys are watching this video. And a lot of people ask, I mean, look how beautiful it is out here. I mean, we are in the middle of September and it is absolutely beautiful out here. This property these guys have is really, really pretty. But, you know, people always ask, you know, how do you like Tennessee? Are you loving it? And, you know, can't speak for Matt or his family, but I know my family and I absolutely love it. It's been an awesome transition and so pretty. The people are so nice and have been really, really accommodating and welcoming. So it's been a really awesome transition, easy transition to come out here to East Tennessee. Feel bad for my old Bass X. Haven't really put the Texas rig to work yet. Having too much fun on the topwater. What do you guys think? Left side or right side? Leave a comment down below and I will put a break in right now and I'll fish both sides and tell me who was right and who was wrong. Let's start off with left side. Only because it's got more grass. I'm on a roll with the frog. Now me, obviously I'm gonna go left because I started here. But while I'm fishing this side, I'm also thinking about how I'm gonna fish a Whopper Plopper on the other side because there was no grass. And might be able to fish a lot more of it because it's not as choked in with grass. All right, one more cast. I lied. Gotta finish up right here. All right, guys. Those of you guys that picked left like I did, over. Let's go try the other side. Got him. Man, it's obvious they want this thing. Little guy, come here. Come here. Little guy. But as soon as I got that thing close to that grass line, smoked it. It's a future 10-pounder, guys. Got a big appetite. Thanks, dude. All right, guys. So the right side won. We got one little guy on the frog. But be interesting to see what you guys would have picked. Two guys. Bud. Out there eating something. I don't know if it's bluegill or I don't know what they're eating on the surface, but they're showing themselves. I cast right to it. Thanks, bud. So what I was saying is right side beat left side 1-0, but now it's 2-0. So I obviously picked the left side because I wanted to throw the frog, but frog's working over here in the open water as good, if not better. So be interesting to see what you guys said down in the comments, which side you would have picked, you pond fishermen, you pond specialists, which spot you would have picked first. Another frog eater. So much fun. Thanks, dude. I don't know how many fish we're at, maybe 10, 12, 15, something like that, but we've only been out here for probably, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. So pretty cool. We got to get going pretty soon. I don't want to make the landowner wait too long for me. Cheryl, she's been awesome to allow me to come out here, so I want to be respectful and not make her wait too long. So a couple more. Oh, a couple more and we'll get out of here. That should be one. Got him. alligator. So much fun. Thank you, dude. It's always good when you can call your shot. You're like, this should be one. Blow up. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up there. What an awesome couple of hours. Again, thank you, Cheryl, and thank you, John, for inviting me out here. Cheryl, this is a beautiful piece of property, beautiful pond, so much fun. But real quickly, guys, I want to kind of talk to you about my thought process today. Coming, seeing the pond for the first time, fishing it, and then some of the gear that I brought, because you never know what you're gonna get when you're going to a new pond. So right off the bat, seeing this pond, it's a fairly substantial pond, fairly large. I only got to fish maybe a third of it, you know. With access to the actual shoreline, it was very scarce. So as soon as I saw that, I knew that I needed to go with a rod with straight braid. You know, even if I catch a fish on a fluke or a drop shot or a Texas rig, I'm not gonna be able to get them up and through the grass on the shoreline to get them so I can unhook them and let them go, release them safely. So it eliminated a lot of the stuff that I brought with me. Well, let me show you some of the stuff I brought real quick. You guys seen this? This is my pond box. I got underspins, chatterbaits, frogs, buzz toads, swim jigs, more swim baits. That's for your underspins, Whopper Ploppers. So lots of goodies there. As far as soft plastics, keep it really basic, guys. That's the T-Mac. That's good shaky head worm. Either a Yum Dinger. This is the Trick Stick, Big Bite. You know, your weightless Senkos, your stick baits. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, but check out this lid on this Plano bag. It's got a magnet built inside, so you can throw your baits and your tools right on top. But then just spare line, spare mono, and GoPro batteries. But as far as my lineup that I brought, let me go through that real quick, because hands down my top 3 baits for pond fishing. One's gonna be a frog, obviously to fish through that grass, over the grass. Number 2 is gonna be some kind of topwater, typically a fast moving topwater like a Whopper Plopper. And then 3 is gonna be either a fluke, if I can get away with it, or a Texas rig. Weedless Texas rig bait, but like I said, that today eliminated a lot of the stuff I brought with me, just because of the fact I needed to get those fish from the water back off the shoreline, maybe 5 to 10 feet. So I went strictly with the frog. This guy right here, you guys saw plenty of that today. What a cool little frog. If it would have been that, I would have switched over to some kind of poppin' frog, maybe that little Spro poppin' frog, or the spit and wah. There's a couple good poppin' frogs on the market, the gavacho, but that frog today did the trick. But again, a great day out on the water. Pond fishing, man, gets me back to the roots. It's so peaceful out here. You can hear the highway off in the distance, but for the most part, it's just you and nature and the fish out here. So again, thank you to Cheryl for inviting me out, or having me out, and John for inviting me out. They even caught a few fish while I was out there fishing. So good job, guys. But if you guys like the pond fishing videos, give us a like. You know, that really helps out the channel, and it gives us an idea of really what you guys want. You know, our subscribers are so vast in experience and you know, accessibility to boats and shore fishing, that sort of stuff. So we try and do a little bit for everybody, and you guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. If you guys like this video, like I said, give us a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you guys. Have a good one.